Hey everybody, it's Angela and I am back with another process video, and this one is of a picture of my husband and I with all 4 grandchildren this last Thanksgiving, and it was not an easy task to get all 4 children in this picture. The two younger ones did not want to be in there, and you can see in one of the photographs Levi's like almost looks like he's trying to gnaw my arm off to get away, and Emma's crying, and Mason was cool with it. Allison came around in the end, but we tried to do it really quickly and just, go with the flow. And I like the fact that, they're just being who they are, whether that be happy or not happy. And I enjoy outtake photographs like that. So we just did it really quick because we didn't want to traumatize them too badly. And the photographs are, of course, everybody's wearing different colors, and we're just in Mason's bedroom on the floor there, so there's all different kinds of chaos going on. So I just changed them to black and white. And I have chosen this wildflower paper collection that I got at Tuesday Morning a while ago, and I hadn't broken into it. And so this is a complete stash dive type of layout that I'm going to do today. And I only have the paper collection. So I'm going to have to fussy cut a lot of stuff out of this paper in order to make my embellishments and then pull from my stash for other items. And so I decide, first of all, to go with that yellow paper in the background. It kind of reminds me of Thanksgiving. It has a warm, homey feel to it. And so I'm going to use that as my background. And to make the photographs pop off of that yellow a little bit better, I'm just going to grab some of this dark blue floral paper to map my photos on. And I love that paper, although I thought about fussy cutting it, but the images are kind of delicate for fussy cutting. I'm not the best fussy cutter. I guess I maybe don't have the patience for it, or I have a hard time with my hands and the scissors and not chopping off bits that I shouldn't be chopping off. So I decided to just go with this as a mat, and I'll use it in accents and stuff in other layouts, I'm sure, but I didn't want to fussy cut it. I'm going to fussy cut the one that you see over on the left with the kind of white background. They're a little bit bigger images, and it seemed to me to be maybe a little easier to fussy cut. So that's the kind of positioning of the photographs I had originally planned on using, but you'll see here in a little bit that completely changes once I fussy cut those flowers out and see how that's going to fit on there. So yeah, I'm just kind of starting with the background paper, matting my photos, and now I'm just kind of digging through that paper stack looking for cut aparts and things I can fussy cut, and just making some embellishments here. And then I'll kind of see how they go together once I start playing with them on the page a little more. And there's also a paper of just butterflies in this collection, which are wonderful for fussy cutting, and I do a bunch of those as well. So I'm kind of thinking that as I go into this. And then I saved you having to watch all my fussy cutting. So I know I chopped that, so you can see that I've just done the butterflies and the flowers. And then the flowers are a lot bigger than I thought. So by the time I try to start putting those on there, my whole layout positioning changes. And so there's a lot of fussing going on here. And you guys, it's been a while since I've done a layout. So this was, difficult for me to get back in the craft room and get back in the groove. My hubby had the flu, and he had it really bad for almost 10 days. He was down. And so that was a challenge. And then I wound up getting a cold, but nothing near as bad as what he had. And prior to getting this sickness and stuff, we had been working 10, 12-hour days, 7 days a week, pretty much since Thanksgiving. We've just been working really, really hard. We have several projects going, and, we're just trying to work on stuff. And so one day we put in like 15 hours, and so we've both been exhausted, which is probably why he got the flu as bad as he did. but it hasn't given me much time to craft. I'm pretty much exhausted and just, watch YouTube videos by the end of the day. So it was fun to be able to just have a little bit of time to get in here and play. So there I'm going through a bunch of my stash, and you can see I have some really old Studio Calico little bird rub-ons there on the bottom left corner, and those are from like 2010, and I wasn't even sure they would rub on, but they actually do. I use a couple of them. And I have those tags. I think those are Dear Lizzie tags that I had left over from a project. I've got these clips, which are those are new-ish. I had gotten them at Tuesday Morning. I think they're like Carpe Diem, I think, clips. I'm not sure. Here's the Studio Calico rub-ons, and I was like, yeah, I bet you these won't rub on at all, but way to go, Studio Calico. Those things still worked even after all this time. So I'm just going to put one little bird in each of these 2 flower clusters. So I put one there, and then one facing into the photo on the other side. And so I like that. Just adds an extra little detail within those flower clusters without cluttering up the layout. And then I want some of these butterflies to kind of overlap my photos in a few places, just to kind of integrate those photos into the embellishments. So I'm kind of looking like that, and I have that clip on that top photo, and I think it says love, and it's got the navy blue color, and it's on top of one of those Dear Lizzie tags. So I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing things down. And I put that so that I want that foliage to kind of go over the top of that upper right hand photo, and I also want some of the foliage on the other cluster to go over my left hand photo. And those were just different outtakes. You can see in one, I like the one where it looks like Levi's trying to gnaw my arm off to get away, and there's another one where Emma's got her bottom lip, she's pouting in such an epic way. She's got this huge bottom lip just pushed out there, and it is so cute. And Mason's just like totally cool with the whole thing, and Allison's kind of reading a book at some point. So it was just funny how they were all, and it was only, this was less than 5 minutes. We didn't make them sit through this very long, but when you don't want to do something as a toddler, you just let everybody know you don't want to do something. But so it was fun to do that, and it was the first time we'd gotten all 4 of them together in one photograph, so that was fun. So I'm just putting the glue on the butterflies, and then I look through my thickers, and then I have this sticker book, which is one of those 365, I think this is the memory planning book from this series. And so it has a lot of different things about family and gatherings and photographs and stuff like that. So I wasn't sure about a title, and so I thought I would just go ahead and use some of these little gold stickers to kind of, it kind of titles the layout. And then I looked through, I was trying to find if they had some little gold hearts or something in here that I could scatter, but I didn't see anything like that in the book. But there's such a lot of great stickers in this book. It's going to take me forever to work through everything that's in here. And I got this at Tuesday Morning last year as well. And then there's a few of these stickers that are kind of Thanksgiving related. Since this was taken at Thanksgiving dinner, I wanted to kind of include a few sentiments like that, even though the layout isn't real autumnal or anything like that, but I wanted to give a nod to Thanksgiving since that was the time. We took those. And I wasn't liking how bare it was up by Snapshot. It just, that whole side kind of just, it was missing something. So I go back to that piece of paper with all the flowers on it, and I decided to just fussy cut out another little bit of flower to go behind that tag and just kind of, I don't know, integrate that. It was bothering me. It doesn't look too bad on the screen now, but you know how it is. It was bothering me at the time, and so you got to do something about it. So I just want a little bit peeking out, not a whole bunch. And the clear stickers with the gold, they're kind of subtle. I mean, they're a little bit hard to see here because you can't really see the shine on the video, but in real life with that glint of gold coming up, it's not too hard to read. So I'm just going to put that one back, and for some reason I just like that better. And then this one Tim Holtz phrase sticker wasn't sticking very well, so I want to make sure to put glue on that. And so I'm not going to go with a big title on this. I just couldn't find thickers or anything that quite worked for me. So I'm just going to leave it with those little gold stickers dotted around. And then I'm going to actually do my journaling, and I just draw some pencil lines. I write my journaling in pencil over it. Then I write pen over the top of that because I didn't want to mess this up. And then here I'm erasing the lines after I've done my pen work. And so that's a good way to do it if you want to make sure you kind of like your writing and you don't have to commit to it right away. So now I'm just going to cover this up and put a little bit of gold color shine on there. And my color shine's getting really low, but I'm trying not to buy much. The only purchases I've made recently are, like maybe like one item, for a couple bucks here or a couple bucks there. I haven't done any shopping. I just can't really afford to right now, but I have so much stash, it's like, yeah, it's not a big deal. So that is my stash layout. So I really love how it turned out, and I kind of like the fact that it's not over the top Thanksgiving themed. I like the colors that are in it. Lots of little things going on with the rub-ons and the clip and those gold stickers, and the word phrase stickers, and then just really nice that I could get all my other embellishments right out of that one little paper collection. So yeah, it was good to get back in there. I'm going to try to get back into the whole rhythm of doing this, and hopefully I'll have a little bit more time and I won't have to be working 10 and 12 hour days here every day. So if you guys have any questions or anything, just leave me a comment down below, and thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will see you again on the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.